water is wide, I cannot get o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Oh, down in the meadows the other day, a gathering flowers, both fine and gay, a gathering flowers, both red and blue. I little thought what love can do. I leaned my back up against some oak, thinking that he was a trusty tree. But first he bended and then he broke, and so did my false love to me. A ship there is, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. Oh, love is handsome and love is fine, and love's a jewel while it is new. But when it is old, it groweth cold and fades away like morning dew. Woo! Here we are, under the Chiswick Flyover.
The spooky Chiswick
Oh,
Flyover.
it truly is spooky. When I found this place on Google Maps, I thought, well, where there's a river, there will be an overpass. And what needs to go over this river? Well, the Chiswick Flyover. So we went through some dodgy parts, and we went off into a really, really strange trail. Try to find this. There was an overturned shopping trolley that had been burned, like some sort of ritual sacrifice.
And a bollard.
And a bollard in the tree, also burned. Very, very spooky. And I said, ooh, I think we better turn around. We did, and then we did. We did.
Quickly. Fast.
Quickly turned around. And then we came here, we followed the river along, and this is, I cannot convey it properly.
Show them the ceiling. Show them the
ceiling.
ceiling.
The ceiling. Girders. Oh, it's face tracking me. Let's unface track. Sorry. Apologies. There we go. Look at this.
Girder but no Schiller.
Girder but no Schiller. Oh, come on. That is, oh boy. Okay, no, It's doing a lot of light compensation and making it lighter than it is. It's actually very dark and tremendously spooky. This is tremendously spooky. I cannot say. We got under here and it was. Do you know that feeling when you're under a structure that is too large? The way I could convey it is, if you're on an ocean liner and it sinks and you're a survivor and you're swimming about on top of it and you feel that there's this thing under you that's incredibly bulky, or you fell asleep in the Crystal Palace, you went into time travel and you fell asleep in the Crystal Palace, that would convey it. Just too much structure over you feels wrong.
Luckily, there's an escape route both ends. There's some nice greenery.
There's some very nice greenery. Yes, Will is happy to discover this because it's 4 miles to the Richmond Bridge, which is, 3 miles away from where you live?
Several miles.
Several miles from where you live. So, that was we tried it out once and spoke afterwards about all sorts of very different things from what we're just speaking about now because we're fresh.
Yeah.
And I may put that one on Patreon and get them to choose between the two versions. But I think this one was the one. I think this was what do you think?
Yeah, I think this was the one.
This was the one. And it was Will that suggested this particular folk. As we approached it, I said, which folk song should we do? And he came up with 3 suggestions. And you chose this one. So well done.
Yeah,
well done.
It floated into my head.
It floated into his head. And floating is what he does with his instrument. He float. So tell us about your instrument.
This is a medieval style flute. It's conjectural and I'm not sure if there are any full-size models surviving. But anyway, there's pictures of flutes of various other instruments in iconography, margins of manuscripts and elsewhere. And just for the kind of scales and sounds you'd want to go with other flutes, these other voices, you could deduce that you want a thicker sound and bigger bore to hold inside, bigger holes than would be used for a later model of flute. So it's a medieval style of flute.
So you mean somebody looked at a manuscript marginalia and went and designed that?
A nice big fat thing, less sort of reedy than the Renaissance flute. Something that would stand up to a rebec or a really sort of powerful mezzo-soprano, that sort of thing.
Powerful mezzo-soprano.
Yeah.
I resemble that remark. Actually, I'm not that powerful, not compared with people who do opera full time. They're loud.
Neither do I compare with somebody who plays a metal flute the whole time. The kind of noise you make on that. But if you do the things that people do in a metal flute on one of these, you still get a bloom on the sound, but it just doesn't overpower everything else. And that's why I like these instruments.
Ooh, that was a very nice definition. I guess you could say this was Brentford. This is the Brent River, and this is the Chiswick Flyover. I just can't convey how spooky it is. It is spooky. There were 2 ladies harvesting blackberries over there. The only good blackberries I've seen all year, actually. They managed to find. Well done, them. And they've now disappeared. They were the one sort of wholesome part of this whole eerie landscape, and now they've gone.
Oh, we need a wholesome element in our videos, don't we?
We're not wholesome at all. We're trying to be spooky, so this is perfect for us. We may do something else under here. Oh, actually, I will film. After hitting stop, and we're now at 10 minutes, I'm going to film Will performing something with his crumhorn. What are you going to do?
I'm going to play Poor Sally Lies a Weeping.
Poor Sally Lies a Weeping under this bridge. So I will link that in the description, and I'll possibly, is it that way or that way? I don't know how this prints. Either there or there. You will find it so that you can see what we do now. Thank you. And then when this stops, there will be a couple of previous ones we've done like this in our ongoing series of Patricia and Will find a resonant spot, perform for no money series.
Yep.